Start record.
They wrote me off and I ain't like that, so I'ma fight that. The bad man, damn. Right when you thought that it was safe to relax, you gotta stretch that. The bad man, bad.
All right, here we are, Big LAC Show. We have A Jaee in the building. Yay. All right, AJ, can you do me a favor and start from the beginning?
Hi everybody, I'm A Jaee, R&B diva, female producer, extraordinaire. Here today to tell you a little bit about me and what I do. I'm actually been doing music since I was a little girl in church. I've come from a Pentecostal church background, very churchy, very gospel oriented. So I started out as a child doing recitals and as a little girl in church. And actually, my mom put me in piano lessons too. So I come from a very big background of music. With my grandmother being a church organist, her sister, my aunt being R&B and diva on the road singing. So music was always in my life. I've actually in school learned to play the strings, so I know how to play the violin, the cello, bass. So I'm very musically inclined. That was kind of my drive as a kid, being the only child, and was always bored. So music was always what kept me entertained. So so here I go, and as a child in school, I always desired to play the drums in the marching band, but because I didn't take lessons, the drum, I guess the instructor conductor was like, you can't do it. But I was kind of that kid that was like Nick Cannon. I played music by ear and I caught it on real quick, so that was always a drive for me, to always learn music and to do it my way. I never was into the instructed way of doing notes and recitals, even though I've done them. But I guess I'm a child of a nature that bucks. So I guess for then to then, after I got out of school, I kind of sung and with bands, live bands. I've sung with former, I guess if you guys know, and that tells my age, but um, I've sung with former Midnight Blue Band. So I've actually had a chance to be on the road even as a youngster to learn music from all aspects, gospel, on the road, everything. Moving to Atlanta was a real big inspiration to me, being that I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. Um, it just kind of, I got to meet a lot of great people, and they kind of saw my talent and they kind of pushed me. And when I got here, I kind of did the open mic circuit, and and I learned that it was kind of political. So I said I had to. It was just me. I'm just a child. I don't follow anyone. I kind of am my own person. That's why I kind of my production company is called Aquarius Minded. I'm a leader, not a follower. So I just kind of followed my own lane and my own to find out what I wanted to do in my music, and you know when being in the politic game of open mic R&B kind of just drove me into a different direction. It made me put my artistry on the shelf and pick up learning how to make music. So that's when I got into like the beat battle circuit in Atlanta. A lot of people know me as Aquarius Minded Productions. I actually was one of the few females that battled the biggest guys, beat makers, or up and coming beat makers in Atlanta. So after kind of doing that for a while, it kind of got me back into doing, you know, my own thing, back into the music artistry. Let's kick back a little bit, even with doing the music, doing with the producer thing. I just kind of like, it was the music production thing and doing the beat battles was kind of challenging for me too, because I was a female. And that's why I kind of started the platform She Beats, which was for female producers, songwriters, any female, anything you had to do with music that you were female. I was trying to showcase that because it's kind of a struggle. It was a struggle, just trying to get out here and doing your own music. Because a lot of times I don't like everybody's music, so I like my music, and then I got a chance to listen to other females and other producers and stuff, and got a chance to really hear some good music, and that kind of sparked the artist in me again, because I got a chance to be around a whole bunch of different producers, listen to different music, and it kind of sparked my creativity in my vocals. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use this platform to really kind of get me where I want to go and kind of do my own thing, how I wanted to do it. So I must say, the production part of me kind of helped a lot with me. It kind of made me develop my sound and know who I was as AJ, because a lot of times people get me confused when I open my mouth. They get me confused with Mary J. Blige, or maybe Jill Scott or something like that. So I had to, especially with Mary J. Blige, it's like everybody's like, "Oh, you sound like Mary." So just trying to be original and find out who AJ was a hard task. But I finally found out who she really was and her vocals, and I felt comfortable with who I was instead of being identified with somebody else's sound. So now that I have the power to be able to unite my production side and my artist side, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not afraid anymore to be who I am vocally. So that journey alone was a great thing for me. Atlanta has been a very great place for me to develop who I am as an artist and a producer. Yes.
So I guess it's my turn to start asking questions.
Shoot.
So the camp you're with now is Low Breed.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Actually, Monster Luther King. Hey, Monster. Monster caught me at a beat battle one night, and he was out of nowhere. He was rooting for me. It's kind of thing when I did my beat battles. A lot of men, and they didn't believe that. It was like, you made that beat. You didn't do that. So he was kind of like, yo, you're dope. I think you're dope. And actually, after that beat battle, we kind of got together, and he listened to some of my music, and he didn't. I was kind of singing one time, and I let him listen to some of my stuff because I got like archives and stuff. And he was like, "Yo, you need to sing, man. What are you doing?" And and I'm like, "Yeah." And it took a while for me to finally come around, but he was really one of the people that really believed in me and pushed me. And I think right now, like, he's the one that really got AJ back on the track. So we kind of do like I'm Low Breed, and I'm kind of an independent myself. So we do like a joint thing because, he just really believes in what I can do, and I really love that about him.
AJ.
Yes.
Can you stay still? Jesus.
I got a lot of energy. Y'all excuse me, I'm ADHD.
I see. I'm scared the flip-flops gonna come off, but you kicking them feet. So you get to Atlanta, and you find the music scene is popping.
Yeah.
And you beating up on all these guys at these beat battles. And you say now you have a thing called She Beats.
Yeah.
Explain to us exactly what She Beats is.
Actually, She Beats, back in like 2000, I would say 8 or 9. Remember when we had Ustream and live stream?
Ustream still out there?
Yeah, I actually had my show on Ustream, and I did it for a while then, and it was a journey, it was a task, it was something new I didn't know. So actually, I was doing podcasts back then, what you're doing now, and I just thought it was just these females really need to be recognized. Like people sleep on us, and and being in a male dominated industry, I thought it was a must that needed to be heard. And when I did this, it really was. Guys were like, "Wow, these are girls making these beats." So moving forward with that, it kind of got to the point where um I took a break for a minute to go to school, and I had to shut the show down. And so just recently, I kind of got with this young lady that I do beat battles with for her show. It's called I Beat Daily, and she was like, Aquarius, I want you to do this thing with me. We're gonna do an all female beat battle or beat showcase. And I was like, cool. She was like, I remember you told me you had your show. So she was like, you need to like do it again. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because it was just enlightened when I was with, I'm always supporting anything female based. Like when it comes to music, like you got me. I'm there. So that kind of boosts me off to kind of put this platform back together after doing that. And we just did Atlantucky beer showcase, the IPA showcase down at the Atlantucky about 2 weeks ago. And it was all female producers, and we all had to actually make a beat according to the beer that we chose. So, this is something that I kind of love doing and sponsoring. So just look forward to hearing a lot more from She Beats. I promise you. I have some really serious chicks that really make some dope beats.
If you got any young ladies that want to be a part of that, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, with I have I already have a former fan base of actually members that I used to have. So a lot of them remember. Actually, I'm gonna reach out and kind of do the whole thing again, possibly with IG. So that's kind of back in the making right now. It's just a lot I'm trying to do to put it together, but it's a drive and a love that I have and a passion that I have. So definitely will hear from it very soon. It's still in development and in the making right now, so stay tuned.
Any names that we know of that you've produced for?
Actually, right now I do a lot of maybe artists that you might not have heard. They're actually have a lot of stuff on like major platforms. I know one artist that he has a lot of my music on out there. His name International Angelo, which is my son. Him and a couple of few other artists right now, but nobody really major right now. I work a lot with the underground and independent artists right now.
That's good.
Yeah, so just kind of working with more independence. I'm a person that plants a lot of seeds. So you never know. I've planted seeds from years ago that just like now hearing about them. So,
That's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So International
Angelo, which is my son. He's a producer, artist, engineer. He's got music out from, I gotta say maybe like 2014. So I use stuff out like from years until current. So right now I kind of molded him and trained him as a young child because he kind of saw mom doing all the beat battles and all kinds of stuff. So I'm expecting very big things from him. He's doing a lot of big things as well. But he's, he kind of took all my stuff and went with it. But I'm proud of him because he's like, I love to see artists that take my stuff and do something with it. I mean, from videos to music. It's out there. He does concerts and stuff. So, you know, I just love artists that have drive. You know, um, anything I can help to make that happen, anything that I can help to encourage. I am that kind of person.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Groovy. Hey, so what else do you do besides music?
Besides music, oh man, I'm a jack of all trades, guys, for real. Like, um, I'm a techie girl. I actually I'm a network administrator on the side. So I'm very tech savvy. I've took a break from music actually to get a degree in technology.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, so I've done that. I actually own a tech, kind of a semi-tech company that does GPS location services. So
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I retired. I was a cosmetologist for like 22 years. Retired. So I do a lot of stuff. Entrepreneur. Just all over, any way to kind of get the bag up. But yeah, that's me. Yeah.
What else can we expect coming up for you in the future? Any acting gigs, any modeling gigs, any big songs with Low Breed?
Yeah. Acting is one of, the avenues that I'm trying to kind of go into too. Even with Low Breed, doing a lot more production with Low Breed. Even down to even doing some like music production with them. Some of the artists, I did actually do like some of the beats and stuff, submit beats and stuff with them. So I'm just kind of looking forward to a lot of good things with them. Very talented camp. I love what the stuff that they put out. I mean, I really like being a part with them because they're very creative. Especially like, back with Mark, Sir Calloway, my girl, Slum, I mean, just everything. I mean, it's just like a family with them. It's not just like we're in a group. It's like we're a family. So that's a special thing and a special knit I have with Low Breed. I enjoy feeling like I belong to a family and a creative family at that. It's no one on this label is not creative. Like they're monster creative beasts. So that was like, I get thrilled on people that are creative. Like that makes my juice go. You think I'm like movie right now. So if I see if I see some great talent, I'm good at that too. Finding new talent.
How many you have any artists on your label?
I've had a few artists that I had not on my label, but I was kind of doing some development with. Some of them actually have grown off and kind of doing their own thing now. So, but I like to work with artists that are not very confident in R&B, I say singers that are not confident. When I can hear, I have a very good ear of hearing how talented they are, but some of them need direction, and I kind of like to be in that realm because if they become something, I can say, man, I remember when they were like this and they came in there, and I'll look at them. It just kind of takes some people just need that one little push, or that one confident. Confidential person that say, hey, that sounds good. Your mistake sounds good. And that can be so great at the end to see that grow. Like I said, I am a seed dropper. I love to see my seed sow.
You got me over here tickling.
Yeah.
Real good energy, man.
Thank you.
So, we got you. You do the production. Mm-hmm. You do tech stuff. You're pretty much a artist. You're pretty much A&R because you bring artists up, grow artists up. What else?
Um, you know, I, I like to do a lot of things. I just kind of like to kind of limit myself because sometimes I can get overwhelming with myself. So, more so anything that I mean, music will be my main spot for me. Um, I, anything to create from the creation part to the development part, like that's me. Um,
When you
I,
came in, you said you was in 15 meetings this morning. Anything you could talk about?
no, actually, I'm in a whole bunch of rehearsals and stuff, like for, I'm trying to push this grooving album, the single, and just kind of getting the right people together to make it come together. It's a hard task. It can be a hard task sometimes because some people don't understand. They're talented, but they can't really like groove with you or kind of gel with you. So that's a hard thing within itself.
It's hard when everybody have their own agendas.
Yes, they do, and it's hard when you don't work with people that don't have the love like you do.
Yeah.
And that's hard for artists of R&B artists, period, because when we have to have the tools of the band, the band members. See, it's different for rappers because they can just go on there, get the DJ, and then one DJ ain't right, they can switch it and the show's good. It's different when it comes to R&B, even down to recording, to live, everything. So it's a lot putting all those pieces together. It really is. Um, you know, I'm glad I have big faith in God that He will make things happen,
Yeah.
and I'm a true believer in that. Um, I've sacrificed a lot, and I just believe in putting in all the work for it and seeing it to come together. I believe, I know it's gonna happen. So I just get to be optimistic as an artist and kind of know how to deal with certain things to make it happen. Today I have a rehearsal. Today, you know, even down to doing the Tiny Desk Chat concert. So, it's a lot, finding artists and finding, musicians. But, you have to keep smiling.
You ain't got to. But it's always good to.
Yes.
Tell us about grooving. What's that?
Grooving actually was a track that I did when I first started doing beats. And I had got to where, I was doing the beat battles and I was getting a little comfortable and I was trying out different genres. And grooving was kind of like that. Cali back in the day type vibe. It was that R&B vibe. And I had it in my archives for a long time. I just really pulled it out like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I was listening to it and I said, it's kind of grooving. Like the track didn't, even though it was made in 2010, that track was made in 2010. It's still right now like relevant. It's still like when you hear it, it's going. So I actually just got with my writer and I asked him to write the song and usually he'll write like that, but that song he really didn't jump on it. So one day I just was in the studio. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just see how it feels. And he gave me the hook, grooving. Grooving, 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 grooving. I was like, okay. Okay. So now I guess I just got to feeling it and I did it in one take. When I write what I feel. If the track makes me feel something, I can do it in one take. I'm not a writer that can just totally just write, 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 write. I gotta feel that track. That track has gotta spark me in some kind of way, and that track did. I don't know why it took so long for me to do it, but I wasn't interested in being an artist. That I guess I can say that, explain that, but it was actually I felt it. I did it in one track, one play, and it was a rap. And that song is I was just letting people hear it, and I let Monster hear it. I sent it to him, And I said, you know, because he's always gives me great opinion on the music and stuff. And he said, man, my little kid was jamming to that song. I said, what song? He said, Grooving. I said, you lying. He was like, no. And this little kid, he's like little, 4 or 5. I was like, really? And when kids move on your music, is good. It's a good thing. And that's an R&B old school track for a kid like that. It really says something is about that track.
Yeah.
It is something about that track. And not just his kid, other kids, my nieces, they would Auntie, I love that song Grooving. Really? Oh, really? So that's how Grooving came about, you know. That was my first. And you know, I know it's probably going to take a while, but, you know, I know when people hear it, I know it's affectionate. So I like music that is kind of infectious. You hear it, you like it, you're like, oh, that's nice. So that's how it became. And I gave it life.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yes.
Is it out now? Or?
Yes, it's actually out on all platforms. I dropped it last November.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm still in the process of still, you know, trying to market Grooving and promote it. So right now I felt like the summertime's coming up. Festivals are going to open back up. So I'm just going to match the motor now with it. So far, so good. It's been going great. So this Juneteenth festival in Atlanta, if you guys get to come out, I'll be there and you get to hear Grooving live.
Really?
Yes.
I'll be there.
Yes, along with some other originals that I'm getting ready to drop too. So, yeah.
So 2 weeks from now, we can hear Grooving live.
Yes.
Oh, I'll be there. I sure will.
Yes.
With my kids to make sure they dance to it.
Yes. I think that Juneteenth festival's going to be really nice for the kids, everything. So, I'm glad to be a part of that.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know. Give us all your information where we can find you and all that good stuff.
Okay. Well,
Since you don't want to give me your Facebook.
Well, actually, you can find me on IG at The Real AJ. That's DAREAL AJAEE. The Real AJ on Instagram. Actually, I'm an Instagram person. I'm sorry. I don't do all the other stuff yet.
No Snapchats, no TikTok.
No. I mean, you know. But yeah, that's where you can find me. All my featured shows. Maybe if you find any concerts, festivals, lineups, you will find me there.
That's what's up. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you too. It's a pleasure being here. Would love to come back again.
I'm about to buy you one of these lights. Since you
yes, I'm loving that light. I feel like I'm on a reality show.
Maybe we need to start you one.
Right.
No, I'm gonna give you another idea.
Oh my God! Don't start. Okay. All right, Low Breed. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Monster. Thank you, AJ.
All right. Thank you.
They wrote me off and I ain't like that, so I'ma fight that. The bad man, damn right when you thought that it was safe to relax, you gotta stretch that. The bad man, Heels with me from